With all the talk about the sad state of education in inner-city schools these days, the gangs, the drugs, the high dropout rates, here's one thing you may not have heard. It's about a successful high school in Chicago where every graduating senior is accepted to college. The school is called Cristo Rey, and what puts it in a class by itself is that one day a week, every week, the kids skip class to go to work at white-collar corporations all over the city, places like Ernst & Young, Bank One, the Chicago Board of Trade. Of course, it's a world away from everything they know, but they're fast learners. At Cristo Rey, many of these students will be the first in their family to graduate high school.
We're going to read one book.
With its small class sizes, these carefully selected students get the best education money can buy.
Good morning.
But back in 1996, when Father John Foley and his fellow Jesuits started Cristo Rey, they knew the students in this neighborhood couldn't afford the nearly $9,000 a year tuition. So the school approached Chicago businesses for help, but not for charity.
So we went out and knocked on doors and said, would you give us a job? In other words, would you hire our students? And I remember one day we came back home and we said, we're getting too many yeses. This is going to work. We're going to have to do this.
So this didn't start off as a way to get these kids corporate skills.
Oh, my Lord, no. It started off literally and simply to pay the bills.
The school has its own employment agency down the hall from the principal's office. It's sent more than 2,500 students off to work since the school started. Whether they're filing bankers' records, delivering lawyers' briefs,
45257,
or crunching an accountant's numbers, their entry-level salary goes straight to the school to pay most of their tuition. Apparently it works. Student employment has paid the bills for 8 years. But the first day they sent their kids off to work, Father Foley, understandably, was nervous.
I wanted to hide under the desk. I didn't know whether they'd be back in 15 minutes saying, are you nuts? What are we supposed to do with these kids? But what was my surprise when the person in charge of the program came into my office and said, you won't believe this. The sponsors are calling me and thanking me for the students that we're sending them.
Was it intimidating to you?
Very.
Senior Alex Macias remembers her first day on the job. Arriving at the looming corporate towers of downtown Chicago was the culture shock of her young life. Had you ever come downtown before you started working downtown?
Actually, it's kind of funny because I never did.
Did you think about working in one of these big office towers?
Honestly, before Cristo Rey, not at all. Oh, we're actually coming here.
What do you get out of this?
I think it's the experience. I mean, it's been the experience of a lifetime.
What does your resume look like already?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I'm going to graduate high school saying that I've worked at 4 different corporate offices.
For most of these kids, the idea that they could succeed at anything is a revelation. In these offices, they learn just how far they can go.
So the first award for math homework goes to Tony De Los Santos.
Here, they focus on the kind of kids who think math awards are something to cheer about.
And Americo Ochoa.
Have your goals changed? Are they different now because of coming to Cristo Rey? Americo?
I thought I was just going to get through high school. And then after that, I'm going to work construction, because my dad works construction. But now, it's college. Like, I want to go to college.
What time is it? Almost graduating time.
I think that the 500 kids who are in our school are showing the way to the other 9,500, that there is a way out. It's up to you. You want this, come and get it.
And Cristo Rey is showing the way to other communities. A $22 million gift from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and venture capitalist B.J. Casson is funding schools modeled after Cristo Rey in 10 other needy communities. Just this fall, schools opened in 6 cities, including New York, Boston, and Tucson.
Alexandra Macias.
10 years ago, the Chicago community had a dropout rate that soared as high as 75%. For the Cristo Rey class of 2004, the dropout rate is 1%. And every one of the students marching today has been accepted to college.
The founding principal of the Cristo Rey High School is here with us today. I'd like Father John Foley to please stand and be recognized. I know Greg mentioned you, but Thank you. We are certainly fortunate and blessed that B.J. Casson is part of this project. In fact, he's a critical part of this project. And you know, it's hard to find the words to thank this individual and to recognize him for what he's doing, not only in Tucson, Arizona, but throughout the country. So let me turn to another language and say, Señor Casson, muchísimas gracias y que Dios le bendiga.
Thank you very, very much. What a great day this is. San Miguel is school number 11 of the Cristo Rey model throughout the United States. This innovative model wouldn't work without the Tucson community participating in it. We have seen the awards for those who have committed jobs for these young men and women. And I've talked to several of you, and even though it's only been 2 or 3 weeks, you're giving us good comments about the performance of the class of 2008. This class and the class that are going to follow it are your future. And if you look on these balloons, you see where their interest currently lies. And you see doctor, you see lawyer, you see businessman, etc. And Jim, there's a balloon that says, I want to be a car dealer. You're in trouble. Thank you, Tucson, for supporting, and God bless.
It gives me a great deal of pleasure to make the next announcement, bringing our closing speaker onto the stage. It would not be an overstatement to say that without his influence, vision, and enthusiastic support of San Miguel High School, we would have had a tough time opening our doors this year, but we are here. Jim?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm damn hot. Let me just again say to all of you, thank you and God bless you, and thanks for coming this morning. I just want to share how we got it. It was a phone call to me 3 or 4 years ago about, we want to come see you about a new project, and I really thought it was about something else. So I said, look, when they got there, I said, look, I'm not going to help you, but I want to listen to you. And after about 45 minutes, let me tell you how lucky we are. And I found out that the Jesuits in Chicago, thanks to Father John, were concerned about the people on the south side of Chicago. Why shouldn't the kids that can't afford it be able to have a Catholic or a private education? And the Jesuits did something about it. And they started Cristo Rey. So he put several $1 million into a foundation so communities like us can get this started. Here we are today. We've got all the teachers hired. Okay, we've got the curriculum. And thanks to the business community, we've got all the jobs. It's all done. And this wasn't free. Thanks to B.J. Casson, they give us the front money to get the school started. And everybody knows in a startup business, that's when you can go through a lot of costs because there's no revenue yet. B.J. Casson, this country owes you a great deal of gratitude for what you've done. And to Brother John, and to Paul, and to Nick, and to Greg, for you coming out of Portland. It's absolutely fantastic. Now here's where we are, okay? We're going to go out here in a minute and we're going to break ground on this facility.
Like this and go about 10 wide. Hey, where's the car dealer? Where's the car dealer? You said car dealer. Okay. You mean it? Okay, good.
So if I become a car dealer, you can hook me up with a gold card?
Sure. Congratulations, guys.
All right,
Okay.
on the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Bravo! All right.
I declare San Miguel High School officially open. Yeah!